Howdy folks, it's Ragon at the GWP Homestead. A couple weeks ago, we brought you on a little excursion where we went up to my grandmother's family farm and dug up and transplanted a little oak tree back here to our farm, and that was a fun time. But if you've watched that video, you know that we tried to transplant 3 trees and it just didn't work out. We planted one, and that's okay, but I'd already dug 2 more holes in preparation for having that other tree. So we went to my family, Holly Nursery in Calvert City, Kentucky. If you're from the area, they got a lot of stuff. Please check them out because they're wonderful people. I know them. I've known them for a while, so check them out though. Holly Nursery, Calvert City. But we went down there and we made a pretty good haul on a couple of our trees. Remember, we were going for 2, and we ended up with 8 different little varieties of trees and bushes. I can't help but always go a little above and beyond what I'm supposed to do, but that's okay. Let me go over what we've got, because we got a couple shade trees and a couple little fruit varieties. Let's start with the shade trees that we picked up. This nice tall one here is a variety of red maple. It's going to go right there in that hole that I've already dug that the kids are playing in. The bucket, I guess, belongs. Oh well. Anyway, the other little tree back there that's got the yellow duct tape on it, that's a pecan tree, and we're going to put it back there in one of our pastures. Obviously, eventually we'll have to bush hog around it, but I'd rather have a shade tree back there, and the pecans will be fun, and we, it's just something neat to have, right? And then, of course, what we didn't really expect to come home with are the fruit trees. This is they called it a June apple, Ein Shimmer apple. We also have what we believe to be a Honey Crisp, which has got the blooms on it right there. And we have a Kiefer pear. So we have 2 apple trees and a pear tree now, and then we got 3 blueberry bushes. We got a Tiff variety and a Premier variety. 2 of one and 1 of the other, I don't really know. And then, of course, planted up there by the road, we have a Rika blueberry that Megan picked up for me last year because I had blueberry bushes growing up, and I just love blueberries. So we're going to move that one back there to where our orchard is going to be, and the kids and I are going to put these trees in the ground. Y'all come along with us as we do that. Appreciate it.
Hey, no. Come here, come help with the dirt.
We had fruit trees growing up. Wasn't a great big orchard, but we had some apples, apple trees, pear trees, blueberry bushes, and I made a lot of memories just in the presence of those trees and bushes. And it sounds silly, but I had so much fun as a kid going out in the morning in the summer and picking blueberries with my mom, with my grandparents. And Mom would make apple pies and pear preserves. Just, it was a lot of fun. And those memories are obviously special to me, And I'm incredibly excited to make those kind of memories with my kids now that we have a few pear trees. And it's been a few days, if you can't tell, since we started this project. And this little Honeycrisp apple tree behind me is, I mean, it's bloomed and it's beautiful. And it's a 3.5 foot tall tree, and it's just beautiful this time of year. And I love spring for so many reasons, and it's, you know, it just makes me happy. And maybe that might be silly to some people, but it means a lot to me. Got everything planted, and we just like putting some pine mulch on the blueberries. Pine mulch is good for blueberries because it makes the soil acidic, and blueberries like acidic soil. So I got to add that. But the shade trees we've got, the maple and the pecan tree we planted in front of the house and back here behind me in the pasture, back that way a little bit, they're done. They're mulched, and you know, hopefully before too much longer, everything else is greening up. Those will start budding out and making some leaves as well. And this is it's a long game we're playing with trees. They take a long time to get to where they do any shade or they make fruit, but that's okay. We're starting now, and it's better than waiting. In a few years, before we know it, I know before we know it, we'll have a few nice shade trees, and we'll be out here swimming in fruit. I can't wait. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.